Hello, guys. Welcome to Rex Arthur TV. This is the Rex Arthur Show where we discuss LGBTQ issues with an LGBTQ perspective and a humanistic approach. And today, I want to express my or portray my plans, my future goals, and dreams and visions for the Rex Arthur Incorporated. I am a person, both a natural person and an artificial person, because I can be an organization. And I have dreams of myself being a lord of the LGBTQ community, a king in the LGBTQ kingdom. And these are the blueprints I have and desire I have to build what do you call a center that houses my visions and my desires I want to implement in the world. And this is the Rex Arthur Center or the Rex Arthur Towers. So as I've said here, as I've written on Twitter, blueprints for the buildings that will one day house Rex Arthur TV and radio and Rex Art Incorporated, housing many offices both owned by Rex Art and leased to other entities. I am dreaming big. Let's play. Let's dream. Let's build. The Rex Arthur Center, Rex Arthur Towers. Hashtag. And so we are going to look at them. There's a Rex Arthur Center. Look at how beautiful it is. I want it to look like that. Very futuristic and very 21st century. A lot of steel and a lot of offices. That's one. Then this is Rex Arthur Towers, the building. Another one. You know, like Trump has his Trump Towers. I'll also have my Rex Arthur Towers. Now, what am I going to put in Rex Arthur Towers? As we've said in the tweet, one thing we're going to have is, number one, we're going to have Rex Arthur TV. This will be a TV station that will be showing LGBTQ videos and LGBTQ news and LGBTQ programs. That will be on Rex Arthur TV. And as you've seen, the YouTube channel is just a tip of the iceberg of what we can do when we have our media space and our media empire. And we will, when we get to Rex Arthur Towers, we're going to put the TV station there and hire our journalists who will work 24/7, relaying to you the best in LGBTQ issues in the world. And you're going to enjoy the TV, because what I already do, I have in the channel, I have health care programs, I have fashion. You know, there's LGBTQ fashion, there's LGBTQ music, there's LGBTQ movies, there's LGBTQ documentaries, there's LGBTQ history. All of these things will be put in this TV station, and you're going to watch it all courtesy of Rex Arthur. And then, secondly, we're going to have a radio station. You see, I also like doing radio. I like talking a lot. And I like sharing with people views. I like giving knowledge. And I like discussing issues and inviting guests. You know, guests come over and they discuss, and we invite doctors, we invite scientists, politicians, LGBTQ persons who are out and want to talk about their lives on the radio station. And we'll be playing music by Troye Sivan and RuPaul, and there's this famous Janelle Monáe, very beautiful music from that lady. I like her music so much. I also like Troye Sivan. He's also my favorite. Conchita Wurst. Wow, she has done a very great duet. And we put all those music there. And there are very many good musicians out there. And we have it on, the gay music chart has the gay musicians whom you can listen to and subscribe. I mean, now, sadly, gay music chart has closed down services. I don't know for what reason, but it's understandable. It can happen. But the hope I've given people is you can subscribe to all the artists that are in the charts. You can subscribe to them so that you can keep on following their music, keep on liking their music, keep on listening to their music. So we'll have a radio station with all sorts of stuff for the LGBTQ community. And as we've said, the whole world is LGBTQ. Yes. LGBTQ QIAAP. Do you know the only part of the world that is not part of the LGBTQIAAP is the homophobes, who are mostly straight. So what do we do to them? We help them to become allies. That's what we do. We help straight people to become allies. You don't convert them to be gay. You help them to be allies. They come and help you. They see what you do. This is why we have the media. The media is an ally. It comes to show people who LGBTQ people are. So that's what it is. Most mainstream media is an ally. CNN is not gay. It has gay. Some of the presenters are gay, but it doesn't mean CNN is gay. It is an ally. You see, all media stations in the world, they are allies and should be, because they will, because anybody who shows you news about homosexuality or LGBTQ issues is doing an ally's job. It's just that some of them do it in a negative way, not necessarily negative. They don't show support. Like homophobic state corporations can be like that. Now, so we've said we'll have a TV station, we'll have a radio station. Then, thirdly, we're going to have a museum. And this will take 4 or 5 floors of the building, or even 10 floors, dedicated to LGBTQ art, LGBTQ history, LGBTQ heroes. And we'll put the faces of the great heroes in the LGBTQ world. Alan Turing, the father of computer science, will put his story there. And Ellen DeGeneres, the great lesbian TV presenter, will put her history there. And we will put David Kato, the LGBTQ activist that was killed in Uganda for standing for LGBTQ rights. We will also remember him. And we will put different art pieces that from all over the world. It's beautiful. Oh my God. You should be picturing this with me. You see, diversity is so beautiful. I cannot even say it. Oh, I'm speechless. This is a hallelujah moment. Anybody with me? So we're going to have a museum with all of that artistic work. It is beautiful to appreciate the works of LGBTQ persons and artwork that is LGBTQ based. And we'll have LGBTQ history, both the dark and bright history. The dark history of killing homosexuals in Nazi camps, and the bright history of countries legalizing gay marriage and countries decriminalizing gay sex. So we'll have that museum. Then we will also have that's now the fourth thing we're going to have in this building is a conference hall. Here we're going to have discussions on the LGBTQ issues. Different months we'll have seasonal. We'll have different issues to discuss as the members of the public and as the members of society. We're going to discuss science above LGBTQ issues, the politics of LGBTQ issues, the economics of LGBTQ issues. Every area we're going to keep on discussing. Why? The world is LGBTQ. Wake up. Smell the coffee. And the only thing that is in the world, the only difference is one part of the world is out. The other part of the world is closeted. The closeted world is dualistic. They still live in man-woman system. But the out world lives in the sexual diversity spectrum. They are rainbow countries. You know, these are rainbow countries. Rainbow countries are countries which are non-dualistic. They are living in the science. They're in the Aquarian age. Countries that are dualistic are still in the Piscean age. They still stand on the religious dualism that man and woman only exist. And science has said it is not just men and women. They are men who are gay. They are men who are bisexual. They are men who are straight. They are men who are transgender. They are men who are intersex. They are men who are asexual. They are men who are pansexual. They are men who are questioning. And they are men who are allies. That's it. Those are. Well, so what does that mean? There are different types of men. There's nothing like all men must behave the same. It's gone. It's not true. Men are different. That is the truth. Women are different. That is the truth. To say all women are the same is a lie. That's a lie. It's not true. All women are different. To say all women are the same is a lie. But to say all women are different is truth. That's the truth. And science is based on truth. It's not based on lies. So we're going to have all of these discussions in the conference hall that will be in the Rex Arthur Towers or the Rex Arthur Center. And then another thing we're going to have, apart from the conference hall and the museum and the radio station and the TV station, we're going to have a studio, a recording studio for those musicians who are LGBTQ, who can come and they can come and record their songs. They can come and record the spoken word in those studios. And we know many musicians are LGBTQ. Frank Ocean, great guy. Sam Smith in South Africa now, doing wonders. And so showing his gay colors like never before. And you also have Sia. You know, she came out as queer. Congratulations. Beautiful. I love her songs. I love her music, her lyrics, and her art. It's so queer. It hurts. and so all of this is happening. It's beautiful. Are you seeing it? You know, when you look at it in the positive side, and not leave alone this positive negative drivel. It's not true. Just look at it. It's beautiful. You know, nature is beautiful. There's nothing positive about saying it's beautiful. Neither is there nothing negative in that. It's just beautiful. It's lovely. And because some people, they don't value these things. So, and for them, that is positivity. So there's nothing like this positive, negative, good. Leave dualism. We are now in a non-dualistic world. We have and poets who will come and do spoken word. We're going to have a museum room. Then we're going to have a library. The most important thing in we are going to have a library. The most important thing to have in Rex Arthur Towers. And this will have LGBTQ books about LGBTQ issues. As I've told you, the LGBTQ era and age, the sexual age, has transformed. It has transformed. science forever, because science has proved the existence of the LGBTQ community in humanity. LGBTQ has always been in humanity for thousands of years, but it has never been proved. You see, there was no scientific data. There was no truth to confirm it. But now there is truth. You see, gay porn is truth. I always tell people who don't like homosexuals, they say it can't happen. It doesn't. I tell them, go and watch gay porn. It's happening. It's happening. Go and watch gay porn. It is happening. Those are two people acting gay sex, doing it live for you. So, what is happening? It is happening. Wake up and smell the coffee. You know, science has already come out and found out why people are transgenders. Yes, it is hormonal. And these hormonal imbalances also affect psychology. You feel like you want to be a man, even though you are in a woman's body. It is all biological. The science is there. It is proven. Go and read it. Don't attack what you don't know. First know it. Then you will choose whether to attack it or not. So, that is what we are going to have. We're going to have a library filled with so many books, both ancient and modern books on LGBTQ issues and even LGBTQ theology. Because, you know, as I've told you, the LGBTQ age has transformed not only science, even theology has been transformed. People now know God uses LGBTQ people. There were societies that valued LGBTQ persons as religious leaders. They worked in the temple. Even in ancient Israel, the Sodomites lived in the temple. They lived in the temple. And so they were religious. So now that science has confirmed LGBTQ people exist, religion can't say no to science. Religion bows to science. You have to understand that. Religion cannot beat science, because science is truth and religion looks for truth. Yes, religion looks for truth. And science is truth. You see how Pope Francis dealt with it? When the truth came out that gay people exist, he couldn't say no. He couldn't. There is science, papers are there. So he finally said, then God loves gay people. And he accepts them because they are his creation. So we're going to have a library, and you're free to come and read in that library. And we're also going to have, of course, a club, you know, just a place of recreational relaxation. You can drink and wind down, coffee, alcohol, wine, and later on, because we plan to build these towers in Africa, or if Africa is not ready for having Rex Arthur towers, we will build them in another country or another region. And why I had to say that is because some countries have not accepted recreational drugs. And I am a supporter of recreational drugs. I believe they can be taken in moderation and in a relaxed way. And the good thing of legalizing recreational drugs, it makes people use them moderately. Abuse is always found in places where there is criminalization of that thing. People abuse what is criminalized. But people use moderately what is legalized. Because when it's legalized, I mean, you're not a criminal. So There's no, you don't feel hot, you don't feel sexy because you've done something wrong. Yes, it's allowed. It's not a wrong thing. But when something is criminalized and you do it, it sounds so sexy. It sounds you've done a great thing. That's what people think. And you only change that when you legalize certain things. So we can have, marijuana cafes, people just do their puffing and huffing and chain smoking. Yes, it's already proven. Science has proven that recreational drugs are good for health. They are helping very many people. So that's what we are also going to have at the Rex Arthur Towers. Then we will also lease parts of the building to other entities and other organizations. And speaking of organizations, we shall also have very many organizations made by Rex Arthur Incorporated. And that includes, we want to have an immigration organization that will help in migrating the gay people, LGBTQ people who are suffering from persecution and human rights violations in their countries. Because like I told you, I may not build this Rex Arthur Towers in Africa, though I can. Do you know I can do it? I can actually do it. I mean, who's going to stop me? There is no law to stop me. And so I'm going to do it. There's no law. Yes, there's no law. I use the Constitution to do my stuff. Freedom of association, freedom of expression, freedom of what do you call the other freedom? Not conscience. There's another freedom that's very important. Let's go back again. I've said association and I've said freedom of expression. Okay, let's stop there. When I get the other freedom, I'll come. I don't want to say freedom of movement. Now, those are the freedoms that I will use to set up Rex Arthur Towers and Rex Arthur Incorporated for the LGBTQ persons and for LGBTQ issues. So we're going to have one organization for immigration, one organization for economic welfare. This is to help the poor LGBTQ persons in our society, whereby we'll help them to stay in good houses, to get jobs. No LGBTQ person should be jobless. And if they are jobless, they will be put in a benefit system that will keep them going so that they can pay their bills, they can budget, they can learn how to be economically independent. We have to be progressive. And the days of crying that, oh, I'm LGBTQ and things are hard, should go. We should now have solutions to make the lives of LGBTQ persons better, even if they are surrounded in a living hell or are living in a living hell. And now, so we're going to have the economic welfare organization. We're going to have the immigration organization. We're also going to have scholarships, where we'll be giving scholarships to the children who are LGBTQ and have come out and need funds to study. And we take them to Harvard, take them to Oxford, take them to Cambridge, and give them an education they deserve, so that people can know that also LGBTQ persons are also intellectual. They can do and contribute to the society. Yeah, so basically, those are the things we're going to house in the Rex Arthur Towers or the Rex Arthur Center. And I'm really trying to say that we see this happening in 20 years' time, because I believe in the 20 years' time, I'm going to be alive and able to see this dream happen. But in case I'm not alive, because you have to be aware that nobody is assured of living. Even all of us who are alive right now cannot be sure that we'll wake up tomorrow alive. It is all based on fate. Who knows when you're going to die? You see? So basically, I'm actually outlining my plan, which can even tomorrow become my will. And I will tell people that in case I die before this plan happens, this is what I want to happen. I want a building named after Rex Arthur, my pseudonym. It's my pseudonym. And Rex Arthur Towers, or the Rex Arthur Center, that will host a lot of LGBTQ organizations that are inspired by Rex Arthur's vision. What is my vision? To live in a world that is LGBTQIAAP, whereby there is no homophobe. Everybody, all the straight people, all the homophobes will be allies, or will go and live their sexual identities. And if there will be homophobes, there will be very few. They will be the minority. And they will be such a minority that their voice will not really affect the lives of people. And that's what I dream. That's my vision. We are working because the world, you see, the more the world gets knowledgeable about LGBTQ people, the less homophobia in the society. That's what's going to happen. So what does that mean? Homophobes are going to reduce. There is nobody who is born a homophobe. You must understand that. But there is somebody who is born a homosexual. Nobody is born a homophobe, but someone is born a homosexual. So what does that mean? Homophobes can be reduced to zero because it is created. It is taught. It's artificial. Homophobia is artificial. Because how do you cure it? How do you cure an artificial problem? 80% you cure it with an artificial solution, which is education. And education is not based on artificialness. It is based on natural issues. Science is natural truth. Homosexuality is a natural truth. I've told you, go and watch gay porn. It happens. It's natural. Sex is natural. And it can also be homosexual. That because sex is natural, whether it is homosexual or heterosexual. And proof of that is gay porn. It's evidence. There is also straight porn. It's evidence that heterosexuality is natural. How can I tell heterosexuality is natural? I watch straight porn. How do I know homosexuality is natural? I watch gay porn. And that is the truth of the matter. So that's my vision of the world. And as I've told you, I believe 20 years' time, I'll be around to see this building put up. But in case it's not put up, let the LGBT community put up this dream for me. I've given the plans. I've given the blueprints. And that's what I desire. And I see beauty. I see success. I see success in every person. Every person has gold that can never be found anywhere. And we have to appreciate that gold in each and every one of us. And so we are going to do this through the Rex Arthur Incorporated, Rex Art Incorporated, which will mean the combination of the sciences and the arts expressed in LGBTQ form, and the Rex Arthur Center, and all the Rex Arthur Towers. So thank you so much for listening out to my plans. And yes, these are my plans. This is just, and all your plans are just like your will. Yes. So I'm at peace. I've told the world what I want to do with my life in 20 years to come. And if 20 years I'm there, it will happen. It's a dream with a deadline.